in this world we live in, we can go to the moon, we can pick up a phone and have a video conversation with anybody across the entire planet. In some countries, a man can marry a woman, or rather, a man can marry a man and a woman can marry a woman. And in some places, it's perfectly fine to trans, you know where I'm going. You can even change your eye color if you want and things like that. But you know what? In all of time, to my knowledge, and I've been reading a lot of the good book, and I don't see anything in there either. We've never been able to change height. And here at the Y'all Show, I thought I would take a few minutes to talk about a study that I just got my hands on that I wanted to share with you, because it is amazing to me that there are some discrepancies in the South in terms of our height for both men and women. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to Y'all Show as we're trying to grow this thing. We may not be able to grow our height, but we sure can grow the Y'all Show, our website, y'all.com. But let's let the ladies go first. So this neat little graphic here shows the average height of Southern women. And America as a whole, in case you're wondering, is a country that's a little bit bigger than most countries around the world. But here in the South, our Southern women, the average height you can see for our various states, and then it's got a color code versus of states' heights versus the others. Texas leading the way there with the average woman height of 5 feet 6 inches. And I guess down at the opposite end of the spectrum, you've got several states that are 2 inches shorter than that, like Arkansas, West Virginia, Alabama, Mississippi, and even the bordering state of Texas, Louisiana. The ladies there coming in at 5'4". And we love our 5'4", we love our 5'5", we love our 5'6". I guess that's pretty much the limit of the Southeast, somewhere between 5'4" and 5'6". I love the statement there, Southern grace in every inch. This data comes to us from CDC surveys from across the region. But there's a good look at the average height. I don't know what state you're tuning in and checking this out from, but how do you measure up, so to speak, with the other ladies across the South? I'll tell you, I know what it is for men. I'm sure it's pretty much the same for women as far as which states have the tallest and shortest people. I'll share that in just a moment. But one more look across the South at our Southern women coming in at various sizes. Kudos. I should point out there, as you might have seen on that map, Virginia, they're right there alongside Texas with 5'6", the average height of our Virginia Commonwealth ladies. Looking good, looking good. All right, now to the men folks. And I'm a guy, not to get personal here, this is a show about y'all, not me, but in case you're wondering, I'm over 6 feet tall. I'm pushing 6'4". And it really surprised me. All my adult life, people have always come up. If you're a taller person, you're used to this. People come up and say, "Oh, look, you're tall." Well, I just kind of have taken that for granted as just a way to talk to me. But sure enough, the other day, out of complete boredom, I Googled what's the average height of a U.S. man, and most men are below 6 feet tall in this country. And to be 6'3" or 6'4", only like 2% of the American population is at least that tall. And that was really of a shocker, because I don't really think I'm that tall. On the opposite end of the spectrum, I'm sure if you're a little bit on the smaller size, people have always made comments to you about your size. And I don't know what that's like. I actually had a conversation just yesterday with a gentleman who was 5 feet tall. And we got to talking long enough to where I felt comfortable in bringing up his size. And I told him, look, I'd be happy to trade some inches with you. You can boost yourself up to about 5'7", and I'll go down to 5'7", and I'm okay with that. But it is kind of neat to be tall. Although you get asked to do things like change light bulbs and change filters and things like that, just comes with it. But some great memories. I remember doing that a lot for my grandmother. She would always get me to get the leaves off our house because I was so daggum tall. Tall folks, we know what we know what it's like. All right, let's talk about men. So the average height of a Southern man across the Southeast. There we have tall Texans coming in. The average Texan measures 6 feet tall. And that's leading the way across the Southeast. Montana has the tallest fellas in the country. I think it was 6'1" for Montana. Hawaii has the shortest folks, around 5'5", I think it was. And California is just above them. As far as the South goes, the opposite of Texas being a 6 foot tall man is the shortest fella. And the shortest, it looks like, is the Magnolia State of Mississippi with the average height of 5'9". But not too much of a change there from 5'9" up to 6 feet across the South. A lot of states checking in with 5'10" and a couple of 5'11s out there. But that just gives you a really good glimpse of just the height, how we measure up across Dixie, as the message says here, y'all stand tall. Love that. Tall tales, real heights, Southern proud. Yes, we are. And there you have it, a good glimpse of our Southern men. And one more time, just in case you are just tuning in, here's a look at the Southern women and how they measure up across the Southeast. So again, we're kind of a bigger region compared to some parts of the country, but those mountain states like Montana are a little bit taller than us, so we're just going to have to live with it. But we exceed them in so many other ways, it's not funny. And they may have us by an inch or two, but the South, we're standing tall, y'all. Thanks for watching. Jon Rawl here. And don't worry about what they say about your height, no matter what size you are. I mean, I got a brother who is a foot shorter than me, and he seems to be managing just fine. And I'm managing being a big, tall klutz like I am. I'm sure we all relate. Look, you can't, as I said, we can't do a darn thing about our height, but we can sure log on to y'all.com, y'all.